why plug power could really be a good and profitable stocks in the future. So please watch until end of the video, and I'll share to you what are the top companies or customers and partnerships that plug power have accumulated over time, and why this could be your potential profitable company in your portfolio. I was investing in plug power since last year, early around February last year, and during that time the share price of plug power is still higher, and I accumulated around 6,000 shares of plug power until July last year, and I kept holding my position even though the share price is going down, because I believe with the company. So just later this year, there are some good news based on their financial earnings quarterly report, that the company is doing a good job in terms of their financial management, and at the same time keeping their top customer on the portfolio and making sure that their products will become profitable. So let's find out what's the latest reports in the quarterly earnings by plug power. So I'll share you some of the key points. So based on the latest reports, the quarterly earnings for the Q2 2025, the first good news is revenue beat expectation. So the plug power actually reported $174 million, and it is a 21% increase year over year. So it surpasses the analyst estimate, which is just around $158 million. So this growth actually is because of the demand on their fuel cells and electrolyzer systems, which based on the report, it's actually more than tripled over year. So this news is actually showing that plug power has a capability to become a profitable. I mean, if not, I think they will start this year, but over the long term, because we know plug power is a clean and a hydrogen company, and as we know, we are now moving into clean energy, and that's why I believe with this company, and I believe that will bring back more profit in my initial investment. So then another factor that helps the company become more interesting to the investors as well, just recently in this quarter, starting this quarter, is the improved margins. So the company actually made a significant progress in terms of cost structure. So the gross margin is improving dramatically. It is now around negative 31%, which is a very huge improvement from the same quarter last year, which is around negative 92%. So it is because of their cost-cutting initiatives and better pricing. So let's see what will happen and what gonna be the additional improvement for the next quarter. Because if we started to see these positive returns or shift in their management that brings more profit to the company, then that could be the starting point or the turning point for plug power to become more profitable moving forward. As an investor, we should do more research and understand what's really behind the company that we are investing in, and as like other investors or analysts or some other investors that are posting their YouTube video saying that investing in stocks is not an overnight success. So As long as you believe with the fundamental of the company, then you have to stick with your investment. So what are the top customers and key partnerships of Plug Power that I believe could help scale the profitability of their business over the long run? So let's take a look of the top two customers. So the first one is Amazon. So they have been a customer by Plug Power since 2017, and Plug Power is actually providing them the hydrogen fuel cells for the fulfillment centers, and this is part of Amazon's decarbonization effort. So as we know, Amazon is a huge company, and it's really good that they secure this as a customer. The second one is the Walmart. So this is one of the Plug Power's earliest and largest customers. So they have been utilizing Plug Power for their fuel cell technology to power the fleet of forklifts and in the distribution centers across the United States. So Walmart is one of the biggest shopping center in the United States. So other than this, they have also the big customers like Home Depot. So this is a known um, company as well, BMW and IKEA for the solutions for their material handling operations. So they already started. Actually, they have these customers as a foundation of the source of the income and profits for the company. So aside from these top customers, they have key partners as well that most likely will continue to bring profit over the long run, and this will really scale their business supply to all of these companies. So they have partners with Johnson Matthey. So this is their strategic partnership to focus on scaling up the manufacturing components for fuel cells and electrolyzers. So they are co-investing basically to be expected as world's largest catalyst coated membrane, the CCM for manufacturing facility in the United States. The next one is the SK Group. This is a large South Korean conglomerate. So they just significantly invested also in Plug Power. They have formed a joint venture called SK Plug Hyverse. So this is for their goal to expand the hydrogen in the economy of in Asia. So this is really a huge one. So aside from their main customers in the United States, they're also going outside of US to really invest hard on the supplying of their hydrogen supplies. The next one is Renault Group. So if you know about the Renault Group, this is also one of the biggest companies in Europe. So these companies actually had a joint venture called HYVIA. So this focuses on developing and deploying the hydrogen-powered light commercial vehicles in Europe. So as we know, most of the vehicle companies are now shifting from the traditional combustion engine gasoline to the more clean energy. So you already maybe heard some of the news that some of these companies are trying to uh, experiment some of other options in terms of the clean energy. So one of them is the electric vehicles, and some of them are also using the hydrogen powered vehicle. So this is a good news for Plug Power, because if some of the vehicle companies prove that hydrogen is really good for to transition from the traditional gasoline, then the more vehicles they're gonna produce, then it's gonna be more profitable for the company. And then they are also partnered with Epic's Clean Energy. So this is a large-scale wind power. There's an purchase agreement to directly supply them with the new green hydrogen production plant. And most recently, they have a multi-year partnership with Uline, so to deploy the hydrogen infrastructures and use the hydrogen as an alternative energy for the logistics operation. So these are just some of the top key partnerships that Plug Power accumulated over time. I believe that the current price of Plug Power is reasonable, and there's a possibility that in the next few months or next quarters, if the company brings another profitable quarter, then this momentum in the share price volatility will keep going, and we could see a turning point that the investors' trust to the Plug Power actually will, I think, will gain more momentum in the next few months or year, as we can see that in terms of financial cost cutting and some of the gross margin improvements, we can see that they're really doing the great job. And as we know, in general, most of the companies will start, of course, investing heavily in terms of their development or some other partnerships or investment or joint venture. This will cost them a lot from the beginning, but over time, once those partnership and structures have been established, then we could see a profitable result or return for those investments. So I could see that Plug Power is now started to have some traction to be more profitable company in the long run, and I could foresee in the near future that this will be a good stocks that eventually will get into the S&P 500 or some other indexes that is tracking the profitable companies. So it's been a long ride for this Plug Power actually, because I have started to watch this company not only from last year but even since 2021. I've been following this company, and I can see that the improvement that they're doing right now is really helping them become more profitable. So of course, please don't take this as financial advice. Do more research in every company, and just invest what you can afford to, take some risk in every investment. So I hope you learned from this video about Plug Power, and I'll keep you posted in my personal portfolio and investment in this company, and so that you can get some insights and updates from my investment. So if you are also investing in Plug Power, please share your stories and what's your plan, how many shares have you purchased, and what do you think about this company. So please share the comments in the video, and we'll discuss about the advice or some of the insights that you're going to share. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you are new to this channel, please feel free to subscribe, and we'll talk to you in my next video. Thank you and God bless.